Away from politics now, the day that the doctors had prepared for to be guests of the state was not to be, but rather it was postponed to the 31st of this month, with the hope that the doctors' strike will have been called off by then and this jail term be averted. As Dr. Mercy Korir now reports, the doctors and the government have a race against time.
The much-anticipated walk to prison by officials of the striking doctors aborted, courtesy of a court directive.
I will take time and review the orders I gave on 12th of January. I will further suspend the sentence that I issued, and I'm suspending it for 5 days.
It was a close shave for the 7 representatives of the doctors who are yet to be free of the stress that comes with their office, for they are required to call off the strike within the next 5 days or start their sentence come Tuesday next week. As jubilation greeted Thursday's reprieve, the union officials, who otherwise would be spending their first night in jail, reiterated their firm stance.
Doctors will not go back to work until that CBA is implemented. If no one gets that in this country, get it today.
The doctors have voiced frustrations in their efforts to resolve the impasse.
We have had several steps in which we are engaging on what does it mean to implement the CBA, and on that as a union we have presented very different scenarios, so far several, just so that it can suit government.
Serikali imepiga hatua mingi kujaribu kufika pale wanataka tuende. Ni kuwa sasa hii hatuwezi fika huko kwa sababu ya mapato madogo katika serikali.
One of the compromise positions by the doctors' union is a two-phased approach to implementation of the collective bargaining agreement. The first phase proposed was to be effective from December 2016 with the least paid doctor at a gross pay of 265,820 Kenya shillings. The second phase, proposed from July 2017, will eventually have all doctors at the proposed 2013 figures, the least paid doctor at 325,730 Kenya shillings. This proposal would cost the government 1.6 billion shillings in phase 1 and 2 billion in phase 2.
We had meetings which were geared towards resolving the issues after they rejected the offer which was given in Mombasa.
This proposal by the government has the least paid doctor at a gross of 196,989 Kenya shillings, a proposal that had been published in the dailies. In previous meetings, the doctors and the government had discussed the 2013 CBA article by article, the non-monetary aspects agreed upon in principle, though not penned down conclusively.
When that mother in Marsabit is pregnant and is due to deliver, she will not have to walk 200 kilometers to find a doctor. There will be a doctor in the neighborhood.
They come alone, they come with very dirty hands, they negotiate their own documents. Today you start a process to engage, you get to page 10, then the following day he comes with a different thing. I think we cannot treat this issue like that anymore.
The courts have pronounced themselves, giving the doctors the prescription for which they asked for. A 5-day extension in which to finalize the negotiations between the doctors' union and the government. What then remains is whether the union officials and their compromise positions and that of the government will yield any result that will return the doctors back to hospitals and out of the streets. Dr. Mercy Korir, KTN News, Nairobi.